So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a get ready with me. I've been filming quite a lot of vlogs, so I thought I would do something different today. And I do get a few questions regarding the skincare products I use, etc. So I'm going to try my best to answer your questions. So I clean my face with Bioderma. I use this eye thing, and I only recently started using it. It's by Drunk Elephant. To be honest, with my skincare, I actually did not use anything other than like a Cetaphil moisturizer for maybe 6 months, and it was only probably this month that I started to use just more commercial products. Not that Cetaphil isn't commercial, but you know what I mean, like just Sephora stuff, because I was very afraid to use... Sorry, my dog is going crazy with a toy. She's just right in front of me. I've only started using more commercial products in the stuff that they sell in Sephora recently, because I just never really dared to play around with these products anymore after my burn, because I was afraid that it would cause an adverse reaction. So now I just use QB cream as well. Sometimes I'll mix it up and use like my Charlotte Tilbury cream, but I still stick to good old QB. So put that on, and that is literally it for my skincare. And then I will put sunscreen. So I have 2 sunscreens that I use, and they are by Supergoop. Again, I didn't dare to use... Well, again, I was using a sunscreen that my doctor recommended me, but then it was really white, and just I didn't like the consistency of it. So I really like these 2, and so far they've been okay for my skin as well. I apply it all over my face. Don't ask me why I mix it, I don't know. And then I apply some on my neck because I have a graft there as well, and on my arm. Sorry. And that's it for my skincare. Yeah, so I'm going to get started with my face. So when I first started to dabble back into makeup, I researched the internet for foundation that is like hypoallergenic, water soluble, and I can't remember the other things, but that's what my doctor told me to do. So I found this brand. It's called Derma Blend, and I used and abused it, and I now am the proud owner of 3 bottles of them. I just put this in my hand, so, and then I just zoom in a little bit maybe. Mainly just on the scars. Put a little bit of this concealer by Hourglass just on my under eyes, just a little bit. And then I use this brush and just blend it in. I did a get ready with me while answering your question video like months and months ago, and I privated it in the end because I don't think I was ready to show my face to the world yet. And I'm gonna insert a clip right now. As you can see, my skin grafts was so different, and honestly, like, I didn't dare to put anything, like, I didn't dare to put any foundation on my skin because, I don't know, skin grafts were a very new thing to me. I didn't know if it was gonna create an adverse reaction or whatever, but obviously now it's way better. And yeah, so I'll do a video where I talk about what I did for my scars in terms of surgery, and it is hopefully going to help someone out there. But honestly, I have people who message me all the time and they just ask me what I've done, because I think I've healed pretty well in quite a short period of time. So, but the thing is that I don't want to be giving out any medical advice, because what works for me may not necessarily work for the next person at all. Like, there's so many variables that you need to consider. There's like depth of burn, lifestyle, genetics, and yeah, there's so many things that there is no one size fits all solution. So anyway, I either use this Derma Blend powder or this Laura Mercier, but I tend to stick with this one because psychologically I feel safer when it's like a dermatologist product. Just apply it mainly on your under eyes and wherever the scars are. So I take this brown shade and apply it there, and then on my forehead. And then I take this palette by Becca. I'm going to be mixing all of these shades, literally all of them, and apply it onto my cheeks. So anyway, I'm going to take the pinky shade and apply it. Ooh, look, it's so pretty. I love this palette so much. I think I put too much. Yeah, it's too much. Blend it out. So to be honest, my scars are still pretty tight, and I get questions from like people online and people in my life as well who just ask me if my scars still hurt. No, my scars don't really hurt, unless I've just gone for surgery. Then yeah, that freaking hurts like hell, and for like 7 days, the first 3 days after surgery is absolute hell. But the outcome is really worth it, and I am really grateful that I have access to such amazing like technology and amazing surgeons and just all that. So I'm super happy about that, although it is very painful. I guess another thing that's been at the top of my mind has been like my mental health struggle. I've always struggled with obsessive compulsive disorder, and I used to take medicine for it, but obsessive compulsive disorder, so obsessive compulsive disorder really isn't like, oh, I need to be so organized, or like my stuff has to be arranged one way. Oh, it's raining. Or like, you know, my stuff has to be arranged a certain way. Like, that is not that way at all. It is a very debilitating mental illness, and it can take on a lot of themes, and it tends to attack the things that you treasure the most in your life. And so I think that it is something that I do want to speak about more in future. It's been raining so much, but yeah, it is at the top of my mind, and I do think that there needs to be more conversation around mental health and seeking help, and that there is no shame around it. So I use this stick by Laura Mercier. It's in Pearl. The shade is called Pearl. And what I like to do is I really love to just go into the inner corners. It's a shape that I always do. I find it really helps my eye pop, makes my eyelids stand up more. I'll do that, and I will use the palette again, and I'll take these two shades and I'll apply it onto the outer corners. Sorry, just pack it on. Ooh, isn't she pretty? Blend it out like that. So yeah, the gyms have reopened, and life is kind of back to normal, sort of, where we can dine out, but the cap is at 2. But honestly, like, I'm not complaining. I'm so happy, and I feel that it's so nice to still be able to see people now after I think 6 weeks of just not being able to go to the gym and whatnot. So it's really nice, and I think that July is going to be a huge month for me, because I guess like there are a lot of exciting projects and new things happening for me, and one of them is actually going for a personal training course, and that is going to take place for the whole of July. And I'm honestly really happy about that, because I think after my accident I really reconsidered my life choices, I feel. I'm just going to take the darker shade and just going to apply it onto like my crease. So yeah, I feel like it really made me reconsider my life choices, and that life is so fleeting, and anything can happen to you. Like, I didn't think on October 17th that I'm gonna be in a hospital for a whole month tomorrow onwards. I didn't think that I was going to be burned. I didn't think that such a terrible accident would happen, and honestly tomorrow isn't guaranteed. And yeah, I feel like when you're living your life in full alignment, meaning that you are doing the things that you actually love, when you're in alignment with the people that you surround yourself with, when you're in alignment with your career and yourself, most importantly, you know, then that's when you feel the best, because you are going with the flow of life, you're going with the flow of your passions and the things that you just like doing. So I think that's really important. So I really stopped denying the part of myself that loves fitness, that loves to help people. I knew from the start when I was young that I want to help people in some way. If anyone can learn from my mistakes, if anyone can learn from my mishap, even the fact that you can't put water in oil, which I clearly didn't know, just stuff like that, you know, I want to be able to help people. So I finally stopped denying that, and I bit the bullet, and I just put down the money for the course, and I'm really happy with myself for it. And even if I end up not liking it, you know, at least I know I've tried, and it is going to be helpful anyway, because I absolutely adore fitness, and it is a huge part of me. It is a huge part of how I've recovered from my burn mentally and physically, and it's a huge part of how I've bounced back from my accident, because of all of the mental discipline and toughness I've built in the gym. And the gym has seen me through good times, bad times. I can honestly say that. So yeah, that is one thing that is huge for me in the coming month. I can't speak too much about the projects that I am up to, but you will see them soon, so stay tuned. Anyway, I'm using this. This is a Stila eyeliner in brown. Also, another life update. I have moved out. That is another big step for me, because growing up I didn't really have an ideal family environment. So coming back home and adjusting back was quite tough. But at the same time, I definitely understood that I need my own space to think, to heal, and just to reflect. So yeah, I needed that space, and that is what I did. I asked myself, like, if I died in a few days, what would I regret not doing? And I think that one of them would be to really live my life on my own terms and not adhere to societal norms or what other people expect of me, not what my parents or my partner or my sibling or whoever, my friends, not what they expect of me, but what I want and what makes me happy, and just really pull that focus to myself. And it's not just about saying what I want and thinking about it, but actually making it happen. And I realized that I am in a very privileged position to make some of the decisions that I do. And yeah, I'm very, very grateful for it, and I'm going to continue working hard. I'm using Benetton. I always use this. So this is the finished look. You can catch me doing this makeup look, or at least a technique, every single day. Yes, I also wear this makeup to the gym. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched this video, and please do let me know what type of content that you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. And until then, please stay safe and take care. Bye.